Hi everyone, it's Daniel here. Today I'll be reviewing another Genesis album. Is it Trick of the Tail? No. Is it Cornwall Stations? Not yet, I haven't bumped into that. But instead it is Genesis by Genesis, aka the Shapes album, aka the self-titled, call it what you want. I love this album cover, I don't care what people say. I got this yesterday from this retro shop for, I think it was £3. And I also got Queens of Kind of Magic, which is up there. And I also bought a Cars album from The Market, which I'll, won't spoil that. But yeah. Anyhow, here is Genesis' self-titled album. The reason why it's called self-titled is because all three members, Phil, Mike and Tony of course, wrote all three songs. So basically they had this massive jam session and just like, you know, they recorded all the songs like, I think at once, and then like, kind of like separated them into their own piece or something. I don't know, I'm explaining it terribly, but yeah, if you get what I mean, then that's great. And this album cover, because it's like dark and like the shapes are like brighter than like the background, it just gives you like a eerie, creepy atmosphere. I love it. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. If there was a track called Shapes, or if the album was called Shapes, then I would completely understand, but still, I still appreciate it. So yeah, so here's the front, here's the spine, Genesis CD 1. Invisible Touch is Genesis CD 2, so this is the original pressing, the original version of the CD. And here's the back cover, still with the Charisma Records label, which I believe this was the last album with the Charisma Records label. And then Invisible Touch would be a different record label, I completely forgot. But yeah, we have 9 tracks in this album. And produced by Genesis with Hugh Padgham. This was the first album to have Hugh Padgham involved. This was the first album to have Hugh Padgham involved with the production, so that's pretty cool. 1983 Virgin Records Limited, distributed by yeah, cool. So yeah, we have 9 tracks, or 8 if you class, you know, Home by the Sea as one piece. But yeah, let's go through each track one by one. So yeah, the opening track, Mama. What a great opening track, quite unsettling. I love the Linn drum, sounds like a machine. Mike Rutherford came up with that. And yeah, the synth parts are absolutely like haunting, but really cool. I love the guitar part, especially that guitar solo at the end. And when the gated reverb drums and the bass come in, just awesome. And when Phil does that laugh, like, all that, okay, yeah, that wasn't as good as Phil, like how Phil would do it, but really creepy song, I love it. And like, yeah, I know the concept behind it, you know, the character's mother, you know, the character doesn't want his mother to, you know, get involved with, you know, a certain, you know, certain thing. And yeah, you can look into that, but other than that, it's a great song, great album opener. And yeah, I wish Invisible Touch did that with Tonight, 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 because that song kind of reminds me a bit of Mama. But yeah, Mama, great opening track, I love it. I prefer the album version, the single edit version's like cut down, and you know, it doesn't have that much of a build up, or a build up that's as long as the album version. So yeah, great album opener. And then we have That's All, which is a great way to great second track on the album. You know, great way to keep side one flowing. You know, have quite a dark, eerie song to begin the album, and then yeah, have a more happier, upbeat, poppy song. So yeah, That's All, one of the best pop songs Genesis have ever done. I love the piano riff throughout the song. I love the organ part played on the synclavier, I believe. Great guitar solo at the end. You know, quite, you know, not a heavy guitar solo, but yeah, it's not even a heavy song. It's quite like, you know, it's quite chill. You know, quite chilled and catchy and, you know, bouncy. And that's what I love about this song. Phil's vocals are great. The bass line's pretty cool. And yeah, just a great song. So yeah, and the drumming's pretty cool. And, you know, I like the I like the bridge parts as well. They're pretty cool. A little bit eerie, you know, kind of eerie, but still great song. That's always my favourite Genesis song for a while. But yeah. Yeah, it's more of definitely a pop song, but one of the better pop songs Genesis have ever done, you know, along with songs like I Know What I Like in Your Wardrobe and Counting Out Time. You know, all three of them songs are epic, and yeah. So yeah, and then the next song we have is Home by the Sea and Second Home by the Sea. If you want to class them as separate tracks, then you can, but you know, you can class them as one piece, sort of like Domino, which was from the next album, you know, In the Glow of the Night and the Last Domino. Home by the Sea Part 1, fantastic, I love it. Oh, just a great song. When Phil's vocals come in, that's great, you know, I love that bass line, the guitar riff, the synths are just like really, really cool. And yeah, you know, it's a song about haunted house, pretty cool. And yeah, A Haunted House by the Sea, and it's just a bloody awesome song, I love it. Just, yeah, Home by the Sea, it's probably my favourite track on the album. I love the bass line, you know, I love the outro, and yeah, luckily the outro fades into second Home by the Sea, or Home by the Sea Part 2. When Home by the Sea was released as a single, what's it, they had Home by the Sea, the single, on the A side, and then second Home by the Sea on the B side. So yeah, second Home by the Sea, just as grand as the first Home by the Sea. You know, it's just mostly instrumental. You know, you get some pretty cool guitar parts, some epic drums as well. You know, you get the gated reverb sound, which Phil Collins was iconic for in the 80s. And of course, Hugh Padgham, you know, found that sound by accident whilst working on Peter Gabriel's third album, which I actually listened to the other day with headphones. I know, different experience to be fair, but even more epic. But yeah, second Home by the Sea, you have some pretty cool guitar parts from Mike, you know, cool guitar solo, some great keyboard and synth work for Tony Banks. Phil's vocals at the end, you know, pretty much reprises, you know, the first verse in Home by the Sea, you know, images of sorrow, pictures of delight, you know, reprises that, and then the song just ends. So yeah, great way to end off side one. Side one of this album, perfect, pure perfection. All the tracks are like, I rate them all highly, so yeah, side one, well done. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people have a problem with side two because, you know, it's more on the pop side, and, you know, Home by the Sea is, you know, kind of a prog track. And you could probably call Mama a prog track as well because of the way it builds up and stuff. But yeah, side two starts off with probably the worst Genesis song ever, and I really, you know, I hate to say that I'm my favourite band, but Illegal Alien, no, I do not like this song. The way it opens, it's just, alright, it's kind of cool, you know, Tony Banks using the emulator synthesizer for like the reverse sounds and the traffic noises and stuff. But then you get that synth melody and it just doesn't sound like Genesis at all. There's some strange parts in the song. The drum beat just sounds really tacky, and yeah, I don't know if it's a drum machine or the Simmons drums, or I don't know if Phil's playing the drums, I don't even know if Phil's playing the drums, because yeah, Who Done It, like live, Mike Rutherford actually played the drums, you know, along with Chester, of course, so that was pretty cool because the song doesn't even have a guitar. But anyways, Who Done It is a better track. I can listen to that for 24 hours straight and not get annoyed. Well, maybe a little ticked off, but yeah. Illegal Alien, literally, when I bought this album and played it, once it got to Illegal Alien, I literally was just like, no. Phil doing a Mexican accent, you know, the lyrics are cheesy, corny, and pretty much make no sense. The chorus, it's no fun being an illegal alien. Yeah, the song's offensive, you know. You know, it's probably my least favourite Genesis song, and yeah, with the tacky drums, you know, the keyboard parts are just like corny. There's no electric guitar neither, and the bass line, you know, can't even remember how the bass line went, but yeah, there's some acoustic moments in the song which, yeah, kind of saved the song. But yeah, I just think it was Genesis, you know, yeah, taking their humour to a different level, and it kind of sounds like a Phil Collins song, which, you know, solo Phil Collins song that was never meant to be. And it was released as a single, and the B-side was quite, you know, bland as well. Turn It On Again live, even though I do love Genesis live, yeah, I'm not a fan of them B-sides. Pretty much all the B-sides to the singles off this album, you know, are already from this album, so there's no point buying the singles, to be honest. Like, at least with Abacab, you had with the Abacab singles, like Keep It Dark, Man in the Corner, you had Namu Namu and Submarine, which weren't on any albums. But yeah, Legal Alien, bad track, no. I would skip it, but I don't like skipping albums because I feel like I'm skiving them. You know, like skiving your least favourite lesson at school, that sort of thing. So I just pretty much have it in the background for a laugh, to be fair, yeah. Because just take the mick out of the song, you know, because of how bad it is. If you like Illegal Alien, then good on you, but just doesn't really work for me, and I don't think it works for a lot of people neither, because of the problematic lyric and just an awful song, to be fair. And the video, why didn't they do a video for Home by the Sea? I don't know. A song about a haunted house, and the whole video, the whole 11-minute video is literally just them like performing with Chester on the drums and I believe Daryl on the bass. And yeah, they should have done a whole like 11-minute video for Home by the Sea, you know, where the members were in a haunted house or something. That would have been pretty cool. Mama has a pretty cool video. That Soul has quite a simple video, but still, I think that Soul video is pretty cool. But Illegal Alien definitely had like the most production with the video, and the video's just, yeah, breaks a fourth wall at the end, and yeah, it just doesn't work. But I actually do love the last 4 tracks on the album. Yeah, the last, well, tracks 2 to 5 off side 2 are actually like some of the best Genesis songs I've ever heard. Taking All Too Hard, very pretty, very much reminds me of In Too Deep, which will come on the next album. I love the chorus, I love the verses, the way Phil sings it is really pretty, and I just think it's a nice song. So yeah, I can handle that song. I can take that song. You know, Take It All Too Hard, very pretty song. I just think the lyrics are great. I love the keyboard, and yeah, I think that's a great song in my opinion. You know, if I had to choose this song or In Too Deep, I'd probably pick In Too Deep because I've known that song longer. But Taking All Too Hard, I could take that song any day. But yeah, so yeah, pretty much, you know, the saving grace of the album. And then the next track we have is Just a Job to Do. I think this is a really fun track. You know, it's more on the pop side. I love Phil's vocals. You know, I love the I don't even know what the story of the song is, but I love the chorus. You know, you have the energetic synths. You know, you have the bridge section with the claps. You know, and the piano, pretty cool. And yeah, it's just a great song, just a great pop rock track in my opinion. And then the next track we have, oh my goodness, this track is amazing. Silver Rainbow, what a song. I love Silver Rainbow. What would you class the song? Like prog pop? Yeah, the way it builds up, it kind of reminds you a bit of Another Record, but you know, I think this song's way better than Another Record in my opinion. But yeah, Silver Rainbow, fantastic track, I love it. Pretty much the saving grace of the album. You know, well, the saving grace aside too. You know, yeah, definitely the best song on side 2, and just like one of my favourite songs on the album. Yeah, love the lyric. You know, it's quite an odd song, but it's fantastic, and the way it builds up, you know, with the creepy like pre-choruses, and you know, the synths, and you know, the guitar part's really cool, and the bass line, oh my goodness, the bass line. And at the end, the bass line just goes over the top with its 16th note, like with Mike's 16th note playing. It's so cool, such a brilliant song. The drums are fantastic. I love the Simmons toms like being played, and just a fantastic song. I love it. I love the way it builds up, and when the drums and the piano come in, and that bass line, that really cool like funky guitar riff, just a cool song. And I love the lyrics as well. Phil sings the lyrics so well, and in this song, just wow. Silver Rainbow, I dare say it, like, I'll take this song over like any of the songs from the Peter Gabriel era because of how good it is. This song and Home by the Sea, of course. So yeah, Silver Rainbow, great song. If you've not listened to it, you definitely should. If you've got this album and if you just listen to side 1, I highly recommend listening to side 2 just for that one song. I mean, they never performed it live neither, which is a shame. But yeah. Anyhow, enough of my review of Silver Rainbow. Let's talk about the closing track, which is It's Gonna Get Better. Kind of reminds me a bit of Mama. You've got a sample from like this speech or something, like a cello sample. And yeah, and then you get a pretty cool synth bass part, which I don't mind. And then yeah, and then the song builds up, and then Phil starts singing. Yeah, I think It's Gonna Get Better as a really nice song to end off the album. Pretty much like sort of the opposite of Mama. You know, you get the same synth sounds, and yeah, I quite like the verses. They're pretty cool, and you know, the outro is quite nice. You know, if it's gonna get better. I just love the whole lyric, and you know, yeah. And yeah, just proves that, you know, this album's gonna get better, you know. well, except for the fact, you know, it's going to get better to the closing track, but the album ends, you know, a different message from, like, say, another record, which, you know, another record, you know, you're done with this album, put another record on. So yeah, that's my review on each track. You know, side one, pure perfection. You know, not quite as proggy as, you know, the other albums, but, you know, still great sounding, and I love the production on this album too. Side two, you know, it's hard for me to get through at first, but then once we get to Take All Too Hard, then yeah, side two's solid in my opinion. So yeah, but Silver Rainbow is definitely like the standout track on that side. So yeah, let's open this up. We have the compact disc. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Invisible Touch disc, except with red text. Yeah, shapes. I love how we have 9 tracks, but the 10th, well, we have a star with the number 10, and it says produced by Genesis with Hugh Padgham. Yeah, cool. Let's open this booklet up. Woo! We have the tracks. Tony Banks on keyboards and backing vocals. Yes, Tony and Mike do sing backup vocals on this album. Mike Rutherford on guitars, bass and backing vocals. And we have Phil Collins on drums, percussion and lead vocals. And he plays the trumpet for some reason on Illegal Alien. He did that on Do You Know, Do You Care? Which you could, like, barely hear. But yeah. Yeah, it's just literally him going like at the start and the end of the song, and then, like, yeah. I've actually done a review of Hello Must Be Going. I'll leave a link to that in the description. You can, you know, see my opinion on that album. So yeah, it was recorded at the farm. This was the second album recorded at the farm. Of course, Abacab was the first album to be recorded at the farm. Then we have lyrics. We have Mama. Quite a disturbing image right there. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's, who is that? I think it looks like the character's mother, like, you know, doing ironing or something. I don't know. Then we have That's All with a big T. Home by the Sea, you know, haunted house near the sea. Very cool. Illegal Alien. Oh god. Yeah, that was the single cover, which I probably won't get. Take All Too Hard with another big T. Then we have Just a Job to Do. Very cool. And Silver Rainbow. My favourite song. Yeah, one of my favourite songs in the album. Either that or Home by the Sea. And then It's Gonna Get Better. Very nice. I think this is a great album. I know a lot of Genesis fans, yeah, prefer to skip this album, but I think it's really worth it. Besides one track, all the other tracks are great in my opinion. Even though this album goes for more of a radio-friendly sound, way more than Abacab, still, it's definitely worth the listen. I'll probably rank this higher than Invisible Touch because I love the flow of the album, you know, besides one track. But yeah, I feel like they should have done a track called Shapes. You know, if the album cover has shapes on it, then of course do a track called Shapes, and it could have been like something like The Brazilian or something. That would be awesome, like an instrumental to start side 2, or to end off side 2, as a matter of fact. Invisible Touch has a pretty cool track list, and besides, you know, Invisible Touch and Tonight being like track 1 and track 2, they swapped them around, you know, sort of like how Mama and That's All ended up on this album, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm just comparing like track listings and stuff now. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. This has been my review of the self-titled album by Genesis, aka the Shapes album, call it what you want, or their 1983 album. And yeah, this album's over 40 years old, 41 years old as a matter of fact. So yeah, thanks once again, everyone. Let me know what you think of this album. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Are you, yeah, 50-50 on it? Side 1, like the superior side for you, and side 2 you just prefer to ignore. Yeah, please do let me know. And also let me know what you think of Silver Rainbow. Do you love that song? Do you think it's underrated? Do you think it should be performed live? Please do let me know. So yeah, take it easy, everyone, and I shall see you all next time in a bit.